why don't you begin? And
You were reading something. Or
Yeah, I was in here, I said, my A point is employees. There's a, Mayor Guinn has an 8-point mission plan. He's all about the treatment of city employees, and we have lost 9 since January. So if you count out the average, it's actually 1 a month. And I'm gonna read the names who we lost. Tracy Nadolski, comptroller. Number 2, alderperson Molly Hinkle. Number 3, Sarah Decker, city clerk. She was also asked to leave early. Number 4, Lisa Zimmer, who was terminated on the spot with no write-ups and no warnings. Number 5, Angie Rundy. She had multiple resignations that the mayor would not recognize. Number 6, Alderman Bob Smith. Number 7, Alderman Joseph Reese, both on the same day. Number 8, you just saw her here, she helped out. Anastasia Gonstead, city clerk, she left. And the newest one, Tony, I didn't even know about, Jackie Zablonsky is our deputy clerk that was here and now gone. 9 people. But we have an 8-point mission plan to be good to the city employees, be good to the people. And I'm all about praising the city employees, and it's one heck of a job that they do. But this is not leadership to me. Any other comments?
Yes, I have some comments here. Since you bring up people leaving, I think it's appropriate that we give credit where credit is due. If you look at the report that has been investigated by an attorney, there's no law against being unkind or unprofessional, but for certain, 2 of those employees that left are the direct result of Kim Olson and Bob Smith. So you're not gonna
2
lay
of
those.
them?
2 of them.
Nope, there was only 1. I will disagree with you there.
And so, based on that, we cannot lay all of this at the feet of John Guinn. So that's my statement.
Thank you.
There's a great deal of information in that report, and you know, the conclusion of it was, there's no law against being unkind to people.
Is it the same report that's in the newspaper?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
So let me get to this report.
all right.
Let me look at this. Thank you, Alderman Smith, for giving me this. May 25th, 2023, that's when the report came out. That's when John Guinn had it in his hands. And he decided that he's gonna release this report, not by his own goodness about taking care of the employees and being transparent, but more of a hiding or hindering the report from the public, which was requested. The reason why we have this is an open records request from the Dodge County Pioneer, which this report was turned over August 31st, 2023. A couple days ago. It's pretty fresh. So I thank you for releasing that report to me. Another thing I have to discuss. Anybody else want to discuss anything? I'm sorry.
No, sorry, you said the Dodge County did an open record request? And how did you validate that they did an open record request?
So, second thing I'd like to talk about, vacation notifications.
Where does it say they did an
You
open
can,
record
you can
request?
read it. You can read it
I
right
did
there.
read it, and I don't recall seeing where they did an open record request, so I'm just asking, please point it out to me, because I missed it.
You can look at it. Second I'd like to talk about is vacation notifications. I didn't know I was gonna run a meeting tonight.
So, there's nothing in here that says, sorry, but I don't think there's anything in here that says that Dodge County did an
Hold
open
on,
record
hold on,
request.
we're gonna stop.
Maybe I just missed it, but I don't recall seeing that.
I'll let you see. Attorney James Carroll of Bulow Vidder emailed the findings of the investigation on May 25th to Mayor John Guinn, who released the report to the Dodge County Pioneer on August 31st in response to a records request.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Going on, vacation notifications, like I said, I didn't know I was running the meeting tonight. That would have been a nice heads up. Would have been a nice heads up, the mayor would be here today. It's important, I guess.
Can I ask something real quick? You said some of you knew he was not gonna be present tonight a week ago. I question that. You knew about it, Christine?
He said he was gonna be out of town next May.
You knew this a week ago?
Last week.
And Roger, you knew that?
Why, what's your point?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, vacation notifications, violating city ordinances or departmental rules. Mayor left the state for an extended time in late June through mid-July. The clerk, Annie Gonstead, reached out to Mayor Guinn several times for documentation that she needed signed, and it was in a timely manner, and there was no response to many emails. There was even a reach out to our legal counsel and asked if I could sign the documents. And lo and behold, magically, Mayor Guinn showed up the next moment. He was in Mexico during a tornado event, July 28th, 2023. As council president, I need to be notified when the mayor is out of town, out of the country, so on and so forth. That needs to be done and told to me. I'd be acting mayor in his absence, as today, and thank God we didn't have a tornado on July 28th, 2023, where Annie probably would have called me and said, Mr. Newman, we have some action to take care of. Anyone else?
Actually, in the beginning of John Gwynn's tenure, he was mayor for 2.5 weeks. I was actually gonna be the first one to leave because, he blasted me on the phone, said some pretty unsettling things to me, and then hung up. It was like a little boy. And then called me back and shouted some other things to me, and then hung up on me again. So, I just want to be clear that 2.5 weeks after John Guinn was heading as mayor, I was gonna be the first one to leave because of the way I was treated.
I have some more. C, not present for the sickage findings, the annual audit, stacked the meeting, and they turned it out to be a no-show on June 26th. That was our 2-hour and
Yeah.
47-minute meeting.
And he put that on the agenda.
Please.
I made mention of that when I came in.
He rallied, he riled the city up. Claimed that we might have to go contact the FBI because of the money and the mishandling of money. And eventually, guess what? Nothing. Turned people upside down for nothing. Anyone else?
Destroy lives. Trying to destroy lives.
Anyone else?
Did you hear them? Good.
What's that?
Did you hear them?
Kennedy,
Ken,
4?
what you talking about?
Yeah, this is
Yes.
all
yes,
since May. Violations of open meeting laws, cannot move agenda items by an alderperson. When an alderperson's words or phrases cannot be changed by the mayor or any clerk. It can be talked about. It can be shot in email. We could talk. Mayor Guinn could say, Ken, let's reword this a little bit before it goes in the public. But you just can't change words from alder people. Consistent conflict between the clerks and the mayor on this item alone from our previous clerk, Annie, and our other clerk, Decker. I had conversations with both ladies. City employees' payroll checks are still inaccurate. Not begging on you, Tony. Even with sickage oversight, and the new software in place. One case, $1,000 of overpayment to a city employee. I talked to them on Saturday. We should be inside. I know we got this little report from the mayor that Roger read. We should be inside of debates at the council level pertaining to the budget. Roger Smith quotes, we're working on the budget. Do we have a mill rate? I haven't seen anything at all or likeness to a budget in front of me. You did tell me, Tony, you did send out today.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. I'm excited to hear that.
We are on track to have it okayed and sent to the state of Wisconsin by November 15th.
Awesome. I love hearing that. I'm excited about that. See, some things are working. There's a letter from Robert Belk this weekend about a TID meeting. There should be TID meetings in July. And there should be a deadline for the TID meetings, which we missed. Don't know who's responsible for that. I think it would be the mayor. He did not email Rob back. This July due date was passed. So, with all that, violations of open meeting law, city employees payroll checks, just the treatment of employees, 9 since January, and him leaving without notification and not being here, I just have no confidence in Mayor Guinn, and I'm gonna ask if we can take a motion to vote.
I have no confidence in Guinn at all. I have never seen such a circus in my life.
Is it, as far as duties go, I know this was brought on because we don't have a administrator, that the mayor would get extra compensation for doing work that,
He's getting paid extra to do admin work, and he's not.
right, that's what I'm getting at. So, I mean, what it all entailed, I know when Rob was here, I mean, he spent a lot of time. I'm not exactly sure what that all entailed. But I'm not 100% confident that he's spending the time that he should on that.
There's a motion that we take a vote with confidence.
I'm fine with that.
Are you gonna second that?
I am gonna second that.
Alderman Newman, first.
No confidence.
Alderman Olson,
No confidence.
second. And what we're gonna be doing is voting a vote of confidence. If you have confidence in the mayor, you will vote yes. If you don't have confidence in the mayor, you will vote no. Let's take a roll.
Alderperson Olson,
No confidence.
Alderperson Newman,
No confidence.
Alderperson Tillman,
No.
Alderperson Smith,
Yes.
Alderperson Schmidt,
Yes.
Alderperson Abbott.
Nay.
4-2.